Stop 36 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to North Wilkesboro Speedway for the second stop of the tour here. We are here for today for the running of the Tyson Holly Farms 400 as we're set for the 36th stop in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And still 4 more races left to go there. Next stop in the tour after this will be at Rockingham for the AC Delco 400. Then it's on to Phoenix, Arizona for the Subway Fresh Fit 500. Then Homestead, Miami Speedway for the Ford EcoBoost 400. And then the season finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway and the Napa Know-How 500 as well. And of course, not to mention, let's not forget, the season-ending exhibition at Suzuka, Japan for the Suzuka Thunder 100. So, with all that said, though, we are here today at Wilkesboro for the 35th stop of the season. The points battle is 22 points separating the top 2 drivers, and taking the points lead after her win at Martinsville, Jessica Shelton has the pole for today's event at 112 miles per hour. Joshua Osborne currently sits second place in the points chase, coming in with Dylan Young third and Chelsea Bowles in the 4th position in the points chase after the race after the dirt fest that was Martinsville, Virginia. 10 caution flags in that race. Let's hope that this visit at North Wilkesboro will not be as bad as it was at Martinsville. I'm thinking about slowing the cars down at Martinsville for next season. I really think I am. But nonetheless, let's get the start line for the race. As we mentioned before, Jessica Shelton, a 2-time winner this season, is on the pole at 112 miles per hour. Won at Martinsville, second Martinsville race, and also won at Sonoma this season. She'll be alongside the number 27 Kodiak Pontiac of Benjamin Miles, who nearly won at Talladega, the stop prior to Martinsville. Row 2 is Dylan Poteet, the number 31 Goodwrench Service Mom and Pop's Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the All-Star Race winner, John Arndt of Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Row number 3 has Dalton Day, the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. Won this season at Yas Marina Circuit. He'll be alongside Ryan George, the number 30 Pennzoil Pontiac, who's going for the North Wilkesboro sweep. By the way, he won here in the first Union 400 and also won the second stop at Richmond. Row number 4 is Keith Batson. He nearly won at Martin. He had a good running car at Martinsville, only to get taken out in a crash late in the going. In the number 88 Texaco Haviland Ford, he'll be alongside Levi McIntyre, the number 99 XI Bears SKF Ford, winner the first stop at Dover, and he also won the Pepsi 400 down in Daytona. Row number 5 has number 3 in the points, Dylan Young, number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford, after he lost the points lead after a bad run at Martinsville. He'll be alongside the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet, Charles Sanford. On the outside, he won a day race at Bristol. Dylan Young won 3 times this season at Rockingham, Kentucky, and a second visit to Dover. Johnny Gardner has the inside of the 6th row, the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. He'll be alongside 2-time winner Joshua Collar, the number 43 STP Pontiac. Won at New Hampshire and again at Kansas. Then it's Seth Cole, the number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac for NNSCRA Motorsports. He'll be alongside Zed Weinstein, number 70 Rumpel Furniture Pontiac. Then it's number 2 in the points, Joshua Osborne, inside of row number 8 in the number 17 Western Auto Chevrolet, winner this season at Darlington and the second stop at Michigan. The Darlington was the first stop there. He'll be alongside the number 12 Ray Bess's Buick of Joshua Sakuli. He's alongside. Next row down has Kyle Matthews, the number 42 Mellow Yellow, number 42 Coors Light Silver Bullet Pontiac. He won the season at the first Martinsville event and as well as California. He'll be alongside Trent Dunham, number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile, who led quite a few laps at Martinsville, only to get caught up in a few skirmishes over the course of the race. And here comes the command to fire him up here at Martinsville.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Fans are going to be already interested. The next row down has Cole Deaver in car 7 and 55 of Chris Thornton, a 3-timer this season at Riverside, Watkins Glen, and at Darlington. And then the next row after that, the defending race champion Cab Sheeran in 57 and Michael Norman in number 3. 60 laps of distance here today in the Tyson Holly Farms 400. Point leader Jessica Shelton on the pole for today's event, looking for her second win in a row. And first here at North Wilkesboro, has run very good, as she's run very well on this track the last few times we've been on there. As the green flag waves are underway in the Tyson Holly Farms 400. Benjamin Miles on the outside right there. Lane loses second position to Dylan Poteet in car 31. Here comes Poteet going to the inside lane. Tries to go inside of Shelton for position. He sticks the nose of that Chevrolet alongside of Shelton's Ford as they go to the start-finish line. Shelton leads the first lap of the race. And she throws the block on Dylan Poteet, and Jessica Shelton will jump out in front. Second is Poteet. Third is now Dalton Day as he battles with the 27 car of Benjamin Miles. And Keith Batson right there trying for that fourth position in car 88. Batson currently sitting 6th place in the points chase coming in. Having a good season on his comeback tour. Batson yet to get a win though this season. He hopes to before the season is out. As they come out of turn number 4, Batson tries to hook up with Dalton Day, trying to go up underneath Dylan Poteet for second place. Side by side spots battling right there, going on right here, starting with Dylan Young and Benjamin Miles. Johnny Gardner in the 28 car running 7th position, and side by side for 8th spot between Seth Cole and John Arndt. Side by side racing all the way around here on this racetrack here. Joshua Osborne trying to make his way through the field. Osborne has one of our in-car cameras for today's event. In fact, cameras riding with our top 2 drivers in the points, Osborne and Shelton both. Kyle Matthews is our 3rd camera in this race. Riding with Joshua Osborne in that 10th position. Osborne came in this race 22 points behind Shelton for the lead. And you hear how many times you have to play with the throttle just a little bit going through the turns here at Wilkesboro. And he goes inside now of Benjamin Miles for position, and Benjamin throws the block. Seth Cole tries to go up alongside of him. The 52 and 27, and Miles goes up the track. Now Osborne goes up underneath Benjamin Miles for spot. Cole Deaver right behind car number 7. Darn pace car. And here's the man who ran away with the event last season, Kev Shearer, car 57. Running right now in the 12th, or running I think was in 12th position the last time by. Let's see where he's at this time by. Shearer trying to go up underneath Cole Deaver for position. Shearer running in 11th spot right now. Deaver running in 10th. Quentin Moore right behind in car number 21. He's worked his way up through the field there to Morgan Shepherd Sitco colors. Up underneath the car of John Arndt, who won the All-Star race this season down in Charlotte, North Carolina. On board with Kyle Matthews in car number 42. Trying to go up underneath Deaver and Quentin Moore both. Matthews in 13th position. Matthews finished 4th in this race a season ago. And now things starting to get single file in about the first 10 spots of this field right here. Kev Shearer trying to pick his way through the field here. Benjamin Miles on the outside, Shearer on the inside, 57 and 27. Still double file racing here for some in this part of the pack right here. John Arndt goes way up in the high side, as you see right there. Charles Sanford and Ryan George going underneath there. Ryan George has fallen back a bit. Sanford moving up through the field a little bit in 24 car. And 3 wide right there. John Arndt, Levi McIntyre, and Joshua Collard. And throw in Zed Weinstein and Paul Mennick in this mix right there. Weinstein in the 70 and Paul Mennick in the 4 car driving the Oldsmobile. He'll run this car one more time this season. That will be at Phoenix, Arizona. And I think he'll also bring this car to Suzuka, Japan as well, since that's, of course, a road course. Sky Commons in 22, running in 26th position. 27th, Andrew Perry. Jonathan Zorlin, 28th. 29th is Nick Johnson in car 66. 30th is Zachary Fitzwater. Zach Winkle in 31st position. Amari Sutherland Jr., the second Talladega winner, running in 32nd position. Daniel Olson, John Gilbert, Dawson Wise, Chris Dodd, Jeremy Jones, Chelsea Bowles, again having a bad run in 38th position at 26 car. She's going to be falling back quite a bit in the points chase. She came in this race 4th in the points in car 26, the Brickyard 400 winner. Matt Dallio in 39th, JT Bryant, and Cole Baker rounds out the entire field in the 41st position. But right now, Jessica Shelton, who you're riding with on that rear bumper cam, running right now as the leader of the race here. Dylan Poteet running in 2nd position. Then it's Dalton Day, Dylan Young, and Keith Batson, the top 5 in this race here. Now you're inside Jessica's car. It's what every driver wants to see from his or her view. Nothing. Let's see how fast she goes. She goes into turn number 3 at 128 miles an hour. See, down about 96 miles an hour through the turns, and about 130 miles per hour going into turn number 1. And down to about 94 miles per hour through the 3rd and 4th turns. That last time by for Shelton, 109.724 miles per hour. They qualify here at 112 on this racetrack. So Jessica Shelton right now making a big statement. She wants that 4th championship. Had a bit of a falter about the start of the second half of the season, where she crashed in 3 of the 5 races. In 1 time and 3 times in the 5-race span. Crashed a little bit here. Had a little damaged up car at Martinsville, where she won. But Shelton's had quite a few. Shelton's had some bad luck there in the second half of the season, but has still managed to keep in the points contention. But she made a statement at Martinsville. She won that event. And right now, making a statement here, North Wilkesboro leading the race here. Poteet running in second position. Dylan Poteet hoping to kind of gain some momentum. He gained some momentum at least in the second half of in the last few races of the season. Poteet has not had a really good season in season 16. He finished 10th in the points last season. But right now, nothing for him to. Right now, nothing for Poteet to write about this season, basically. But he has had some solid runs, though. He's yet to win this season, but he has had some solid runs in the 31 car. But right now, running a solid 2nd place at the moment here in the number 31 Goodrich Mom and Pop Chevrolet. Going up underneath him, trying to go up underneath him is Dalton Day in car number 20, running in 3rd position. Dalton, winner at Yas Marina Circuit, so he is locked in the All-Star race next season. And so too is that man behind him, Dylan Young, in the number 2 car, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Young was the winner this season at Rockingham. He also won at Kentucky and the second stop at Dover. Had the points lead for quite a while too there until he lost it at Martinsville. Right now, looking strong at the moment here. Keith Batson, car number 88, in the wheel of his Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 88. He right now runs in the 5th position, 6th behind him in 6th position, and 2nd place in the points. Joshua Osborne in car 17. He is 2nd behind Shelton in the points, and it's bad news for him that Shelton's leading the race and has dominated, and likely will clinch the 5 bonus points for leading the most laps in this event here. There's Shelton going by, Poteet going by. Osborne in 6th place at the moment, though, but Johnny Gardner right behind him in the 7th position. Here he's giving Osborne a chase, and now here comes Dylan Young to the inside of Dalton Day for spot. That's for 3rd, and he's got it. So Dylan Young right there behind another Dylan Poteet in the 2nd position. The Dylans run here. Maybe we may have the Dylans battling together here. And Dalton losing another spot now to the 88 of Keith Batson. Batson, car number 88, leading the running in 4th position now. Batson's just been absolutely rock solid this season, though, on his comeback tour. A lot of people thought that him making a comeback after a couple of seasons not being there would hurt him, but absolutely not. He has been absolutely strong this season in that 88 car. Dalton Day running in 5th. We mentioned Osborne 6th. 7th is Gardner, now battling with Seth Cole for position. Cole running in 8th. Cab Shearer running in 9th. North Wilkesboro's been excellent to him in that 57 car. And here comes Kev to the inside of Seth Cole for position. That's for 8th place, and he's got it. But Seth Cole ain't giving up easy in that 52 car. He tries the outside lane, but to no avail. Now another Pontiac, Benjamin Miles in the 27 car running in 10th place. He's now trying to make his way through the field as he goes inside of Seth Cole for position. Now Cole Deaver in the Ford right there behind him in the 7 car, and now Kyle Matthews in 42. All in this pack of cars on board again with Kyle Matthews. Matthews in 12th position at the moment, though. He's won twice this season at the first stop at Martinsville, and he also won at that tremendous finish down at California Speedway early in the season. And if you remember Kyle Matthews' very first visit to North Wilkesboro, he finished dead last in the season 15 First Union 400, but rebounded back in a big way to finish 4th in this race last season. Had an okay run here. Had a bad run in the First Union 400 again this season. Darn pace car. And now Jessica Shelton starting to lap the field right here. That's Cole Baker she went by. Now this part of the race right there, you don't know if it's good news or bad news if you start to lap the field, though. If some cars give Shelton any trouble, though, she may have Poteet up on the back bumper. On board again, Jessica Shelton's car running as the leader of the race here. Now right behind the 10 car of JT Bryant. Bryant driving a 95 Thunderbird body car, Shelton in the 89 Thunderbird. And so far, the lap traffic is not giving Jess any trouble at all right now. She has gone through the first 3 of them with ease. And now Dylan Poteet having trouble getting by the 15 car of Matt Dallio. Dallio in the 15, Poteet in the 31. Poteet up to the high side. Now Cole Baker gets shoved to the high side, and Keith Batson pulls up in the back bumper of the 2 of Dylan Young. And now Poteet goes to the high side. Young has the inside lane. Here comes Batson for that. That's for 3rd position right there. Batson in the 88, Dylan Young in the 2. Now Batson dives inside of Young again for position. Poteet now finally gets by Matt Dallio. Shelton trying to get by the 26 of Chelsea Bowles. And she does so with ease, as that's the bad news the rest of the field's got right now. Shelton's making through the lap cars easily, while the rest of them not so much. Copter cam view right there of racing. That's Batson now running in 3rd position. Dylan Young in 4th. 5th is Osborne. That's 4, 5, that's 3, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Poteet, Batson, Young, Osborne, Dalton Day, and Cab Shearer. Good look right there from the copter cam. Joshua Osborne running very strong at the moment. 5th position is where he's at right now. Osborne trying to get by JT Bryant. You're on board with Osborne. And now they're almost right together here. And he sees that red and white car of Jessica Shelton getting by all those lap cars here. She's gotten by the Daytona 500 winner Chris Dodd in car number 8. And we got a battle for second position. Poteet way up on the high side of the racetrack. And now Young, and Osborne are 3 wide there. Osborne and Young about sideswipe each other. Young and Poteet throws the block onto both Young and Osborne. And boy, I tell you, what a scare Poteet got. And at 31 now, Osborne decides to hook up with Dylan Poteet. A couple of Kentuckians going at it here. Poteet from western part of Kentucky and Osborne from the southeastern part of the state. Boy, some good racing happening here at North Wilkesboro, especially considering when you're in lap traffic, though. That can sure mix things up a little bit. Poteet now drops to 3rd spot. Now here comes Osborne going for 3rd on Poteet. Keith Batson, by the way, goes to 2nd place now, as we have now 12 laps to go. Batson's got lap traffic between he and the leader, Jessica Shelton, as they gang up on the Vegas winner, Dawson Wise. Osborne does, and now he'll take 3rd spot from Poteet. Osborne's objective is to at least try to keep some distance between he and Shelton, points-wise, to try to make it a battle going into the next stop in the tour at Rockingham for the AC Delco 400. And the interval shrinking just a little bit, I think. Yep, it did. Went from 1.14 seconds to 0.7 seconds now. Batson trying to close up on Shelton. We have now less than 10 to go. 9 to go this time by. Shelton trying to get around the lap car of Daniel Olson. And Batson lost a little bit that time by a 0.81. But getting by lap traffic is no easy task on any type of racetrack. No matter if it's a short track, a road, no matter if it's a short track, an intermediate track, a road course, a plate track, whichever. It is very tough to get around lap traffic. And now Shelton caught on the outside of the track, I think, with her and Amari Stoudemire Jr. and John Gilbert. And now Batson's got one car between he and Shelton at the moment. And if you remember back when we had the race at South Boston Speedway, we had lap traffic to dictate the outcome of the victory between Ryan George and Joseph Romero. And that was the only lap Romero led, was the very last one coming out of the last turn of the race. And a tremendous finish over there. Now Joshua Osborne's joined in on Batson, now closest up on the back bumper of that 88 car. On board with Osborne. Shelton having trouble getting by the lap car of Nick Johnson in 66. Let's see how he affects Shelton at all. It's affected her quite a bit, though, because she is having difficulty in the 66 machine. And Batson's now got nothing between he and Shelton at the moment. Here we go. Shelton saying, come on, Nick, give me room. Batson's on my butt. And she does, and he does want to go to the high side now. Let's see how much trouble Batson has getting around the 66 machine. I don't think he will, but there's a lap car between he and Shelton now. Coming down for 4 laps to go. Nothing between there. Quite a bit of track between lapped cars now. And Batson is about to pull up in the back bumper now. Almost on the 9 car. We could be in for an interesting finish. It's now a half a second between the 9 and the 88. Ford's 1 and 2. A Chevrolet in second and third position. An Oldsmobile in fourth and a Chevy in fifth. 2 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. And only 300ths of a second separated the top there. Was gained that last time by. Batson trying to close. The white flag wave. A lot cleaner race we had at Wilkesboro than we did at Martinsville. That is for darn sure. The white flag waves for Jessica Shelton. 1 more lap to go. She started from the pole in this race. She won at Sonoma. She won at Martinsville, the Dirt Fest over there. And now from the pole to the podium she goes. The Tyson Holly Farms 400 belongs to the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. Jessica Shelton wins at North Wilkesboro. I guess you might say when it came to good luck, bad luck, the pendulum has swung now towards Shelton's favor now. 2 wins in a row, the third of the season for that 9 car, joining Dylan Young and Chris Dollerton in drivers that have won 3 times this season. Keith Batson comes on a strong second place run for him. Joshua Osborne ends up finishing third, 4th position to Dalton Day. And Dylan Poteet comes on 5th, 6th position Dylan Young. 7th was Cab Shear. Kyle Matthews, we haven't talked here. Kyle Matthews all of a sudden comes up with an 8th place run. Solid day for Matthews. 9th was Cole Deaver. And Chris Dollerton, having not talked about him at all today, Dollerton comes home in 10th position. Average speed 108.064 miles an hour from the pole to the podium. Jessica Shelton takes home the victory here today. We'll give you the rest of the finishing order. Quentin Moore comes home in 11th position. 12th was Benjamin Miles. 13th was Joshua Collard. 14th was Michael Norman. 15th, Seth Cole. Charles Sanford came home 16th. 17th was Trent Dunham. 18th was Ryan George. 19th, Joshua Sekuli. Johnny Gardner fell way back to 20th position after running in the top 10 for much of the day. John Arndt comes on 21st. 22nd was Jesse Turner. 23rd, Zed Weinstein. Levi McIntyre, 24th. 25th was Paul Minnick. Then comes Sky Cummins, Andrew Perry, Jonathan Zorlin, Nick Johnson, and John Gilbert. The top 30 in this race there. Here, 28 cars finished on the lead lap in this race. Nobody fell out. Amari Stoudemire Jr., 31st. 32nd was Daniel Olson. 33rd, Zachary Fitzwater. 34th was Zach Winkle. Chris Dodd, 35th. 36th was Dawson Wise. 37th was Jeremy Jones. 38th, Chelsea Bowles. That's going to drop her back in the points there, considering a bunch here. And I think Dollerton might get her for that number 5 spot, I think. Or for number 4, I think, possibly. We'll see. JT Bryant, 39th. And 40th, Matt Delio. 41st was Cole Baker. But the win today goes to car number 9. Jessica Shelton takes home the title here today at North Wilkesboro in the Tyson Holly Farms 400. Congratulations to Jess for the victory. And will further extend her points lead going into Rockingham for the AC Delco 400. For the next stop on the tour, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. And you'll never know what you'll find on this channel here. In our races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires for this channel. So until then, James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?